What up, y'all? Welcome back to I Said It, the podcast for all things sports. I'm your host, Chris. I got the whole crew with me again today. What up, y'all?
What up?
Y'all know what it is. As we all know, the NBA season kicks off today. And apparently, are they still getting blown out, Blair?
No, they're not. They're down. 31 to 39.
It's just 11 now.
It was just a...
Your team
now it's 8. They got it down to 8.
My team is
Kevin Durant
in the Brooklyn Nets. That is my team.
That's
so now you done completely abandoned the Thunder.
I like OKC and
you lied. You lied.
I like OKC and Shea Gilchrist, but they got rid of Russell and KD. I was staying for Russell. Let Russell go.
You can't abandon these niggas.
They abandoned me.
I tell you this, bro, ain't no team in Baltimore. She gonna be kind of flighty on the basketball.
I was about to ask, how come you didn't start liking like the Wizards?
With the Wizards. Flighty on it.
Yeah.
Flighty on the basketball.
I don't like the Wizards because I'm not like I just like KD. That's my favorite player, so I gravitated towards KD. Before KD, I was a Dwight Howard fan in the Orlando Magic.
So you done? Oh man, she just out here.
I was a Dwight Howard
when he started when he left.
She don't like not an organization thing here. It's just players in basketball.
But then I like KD, so now I'm just a KD fan. Listen, I'll go where he goes.
Yeah, I respect it.
Man,
I respect it.
KD gonna win MVP this year. I think either him or Giannis.
That's what I was gonna ask. I wasn't gonna ask for your finals picks yet because we'll do that next week. Who is your MVP for this year, man? Who you got?
It's KD or Giannis. Now, KD got to do more now with Kyrie being out. So I think that's gonna help boost his MVP anyway, because he's gonna have the ball in his hands a little more. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like Giannis' team is also good. I got them as like 1 and 2 coming out the East. Barring injuries and all of that good stuff. But if Giannis averaged like a crazy double-double, because I think KD probably gonna average about 32. I think he's gonna average about 32 points a game. But if Giannis can get to like 28 and 12, 28 and 13, something like that, I could see them giving it to him. You know what I'm saying? But I got KD as like that's my final answer. I got him winning.
You ain't got a dark horse?
Dark horse this
dark
year?
Horse, nobody thinking about.
That nobody thinking about?
Nobody thinking about.
Steph Curry.
I like that. Brianna, who you got?
I don't know. Come back. Swing back around.
It's tough. Not this year, Brianna. That's real. I like that. Yeah, I like that.
Blair, who you think you got, man? Who you got?
For real, bro. I don't know, man. This is like, dude, seriously. So I'm gonna just randomly shoot a name out there, and I guess
shoot him out. I mean, somebody you believe in.
I don't know who I believe in. I think a lot of it has to do with who has a better record. Because I feel like they want to give it to a young dude, like because the league's getting older overall, and they're trying to like shift it back to some of the younger dudes. So honestly, I feel like if Luka go bananas, they'll give it to him, dude. Like, even if they're not a top 4, like just let's say they're 4 or 5 in the West, but Luka averaging like 30, 15, and 8 or something stupid like that, or 30, 10, and 8, like they'll give it to him, bro, because Like, is they're looking, they want somebody new to take over, and Luka's numbers are crazy. You know, they really are nuts. And if he can get the Dallas Mavericks like anywhere close to middle of the pack, because they didn't make playoffs the last couple of years, I don't think. So if he can get them to the middle of the pack with what they have, they'll probably give it to Luka as like a real out of the blue wild one. And if Joel Embiid averages the numbers he averaged, they're gonna give it to him. And the 76ers are in the top half of the East, they'll probably give it to him. They wanted to give it to him last year, he just didn't play enough games.
Yeah,
he got hurt.
There was every reason for KD to be considered and all this stuff. They didn't really consider KD. It was really down to Jokic and Embiid. And I feel like they just wanted a big man to win it because big men have sucked for so long. It's refreshing to have some big men come out and like destroy the league. I feel like, so if Luka can do anything like that, they'll probably give it to him.
But that's the only reason KD probably didn't win it last year too. It's just because he was just missing all them games. That was it. Because his numbers, I don't feel like his numbers, they might have went down a little bit, maybe like a point, maybe or two, just because of the stretch of games or whatever. But yeah, I definitely feel what you're saying, Blair. But with Joel Embiid, I feel like last year might have been his best shot at MVP, and Jokic beat him.
Because you don't think Sixers gonna have a good record, or you just think they're not gonna give it to him this year?
I don't think so. I don't think he's gonna be, because like the numbers he put up, man, Jokic put up them same numbers, and now I feel like the double-double is winning these dudes these MVPs, bro. Like, if Jokic wasn't getting them rebounds along with that offense, we wouldn't have picked them for MVP. Like, and that's why I see like the thing with Giannis, him like getting the double-double. Like, that shit helps.
But that's why I'm saying if Luka's numbers,
what's gonna help Luka.
But if he averaged 27 to 30 with 10 to 11 and like 8, you think they're gonna give it to him?
To Luka?
They'll only give it to him if they're in the top half of the West.
You talking about
bottom half of the West? He's not gonna get it.
If Luka averaged 27, 10, and 8, they better give it to this nigga. That is tough. I can see that's hard to beat because he almost averaging a triple-double. So yeah, that would be hard to beat.
But I'm saying, I think like if Russ doing it as much, I feel like they diminished what it means for your records. The record matters, you know what I mean? So if it's in the top half of the West, with the way the West is stacked, I think he might get it. But if you're in the bottom half of the West, he ain't getting it. Because the team record matters. They weigh that against you being the best player. They like to do the best player on the best team now, when it wasn't always the case. That's pretty much how if your team is good and your dude is balling, that dude gets the benefit of the doubt.
I also feel like back then, though, it's probably it could be, I don't think in today's game is as clear cut as it used to be. Because it used to be like when Jordan won MVP, clearly he was like the best player in the league.
Oh, you mean when Jordan didn't win MVP? They was clearly just trying to mix it up.
Then it was like, okay, they tired. You could be like, they tired of Jordan, at that point. Feel like when Kobe won his, he was clearly. LeBron, when he won his, he was clearly. I feel like now it's more of a competition because of the way that basketball has changed and evolved and stuff like that. Somebody like Jokic can win MVP. Because ain't no way, you ain't never thought about an MVP that was like, I ain't going to say he's a garbage bag on defense, but you ain't worried about him at all on defense. And that's strange to say for a big man. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, yeah, with the way that dudes is averaging these points now, that junk helped their case. And like you said, Luka definitely got a good case. If they top 4 and he get like some crazy numbers like that, can't be mad at it.
Facts. But I was sitting here thinking about it while y'all was talking. I think one of the favorites that I have for the MVP, I think I got Steph Curry. Steph Curry balled out the end of last year. He was balling.
Again, if they're not in the top half of the West, he ain't winning it. They're gonna have to be in the top half of the West.
I feel that. I feel what you're saying.
Unless he averaged 38.
But he also gets Clay back. He gets Clay back. They got their little crew back. They still got the young big man down there, Wiseman. So I think they're gonna be all right. I think they're gonna finish in the top half of the league. Actually, I actually had them. Well, I don't want to give away my prediction, but yeah, I think it's possibly Steph Curry, and my dark horse that I don't think people are thinking about. I actually have two people. They're both young. Donovan Mitchell and Jason Tatum.
No, I feel you.
Only thing with Jason Tatum is, are they going to be motivated to actually win games? Like, are you going to be able to take the next step to be able to be in the top half of the Eastern Conference? I don't know. We'll see. Now, Donovan Mitchell, I know he out there to get it every night, and they winning. So those are my dark horses.
But they didn't even consider him this last year when they was in the top of the West. Like, they never talked about Donovan Mitchell.
But he was balling.
He's saying this could be the coming year where they like, oh yeah, because Donovan Mitchell, he was still like, I feel what you're saying, because the first year he went off, everybody was like, all right, we're going to see if they carry over the next year.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely carried over. Like, people like him, Jamal Murray, a couple of them dudes that balled out in the bubble. Last year was the prove it year. Unfortunately, Jamal Murray had got hurt, but I feel like he was also still like sustaining, like, hey, I'm one of these dudes, I'm here to stay. Trae Young, like, these dudes is like here to stay. I could see him taking that next step. I could see him maybe getting in a conversation, especially if they like at the top of the West again, like it was for most of the West last year. I could see that.
Yeah. Sean, who you got, bro?
I got for MVP.
Yeah.
I got AD, LeBron, Russell Westbrook.
It's
I'm gonna take AD out of them though, because I think for real, the franchise need to really get behind him. It's about to be his show. And Russ can do that. I think, and he's gonna take a lot of pressure off LeBron. I don't think LeBron, he was complaining about his minutes. I don't know if y'all seen that in the news. I think they're gonna lower his minutes even more, maybe 34, 33 minutes a game.
He was complaining about not playing minutes, bro.
Yeah,
exactly.
He wasn't complaining about the minutes. He was complaining about if he plays low minutes.
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay.
So my fault if I confused you, brother. But as far as my dark horse, I'm gonna go with Julius Randle, bro. I think the Knicks could come in third place, third or fourth. Yeah, man. I know.
What does Julius Randle have to average?
Hey, that's my dark horse, bro.
What does he have to average to be the MVP?
Hey, bro. If he can pick Tatum, I can pick Julius Randle, bro.
I asked what all I said is what does Julius Randle have to average?
John.
Like what does his numbers
30, 28 to 30.
He's gonna average a double-double, and he's gonna come in third or fourth place in the East.
You mean a high double-double, like almost 30 and like 12?
You don't know about 25 and 4. 25.
That don't get you a MVP.
25 and 14 could probably get an MVP. I don't think this nigga
not if somebody averaged 27 and 12 or 30 and 12. Like the dudes that score, that pushes it up.
I know, but if it's gotta be only person that's probably gonna push it like that is KD and Luka. Joel Embiid might average 25 and 14.
I feel it. Brianna,
Fuck the Knicks. That's my team.
who you got?
Okay. So,
James Harden.
it's definitely going to be KD
Obviously.
as my MVP. My dark horse would be Trae Young.
Mm.
I like that.
Even with the rule changes, he was already complaining in the preseason, like, hey man, that's not a foul. It was like, no. Get back
I'm
on.
telling you. Hey, them boys
Like,
ain't going.
damn.
James Harden is having the same issue right now. Like
Yes.
he's still adjusting to what they're gonna call a foul on.
Yeah.
I feel like both of them guys should be talented enough to that they'll find a new way to get to the free throw line. Especially James Harden, because like it's not like James Harden is not like a one-trick pony. You know what I'm saying? Like that step back is still stupid lethal. He can get to the rack. So I mean, it's not like he make a living at the foul line, but it's not like if he don't get to the foul line, it's not like he can't make a living because he be getting buckets at the rack still and all of that shit. I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't be surprised if the Nets ball out if James Harden win MVP either. Because him and KD, they gonna be the top two scorers. KD, I still feel like he's gonna be 30 plus. Like I feel like that's locked in. Like this dude gonna average 30. I'm highly believing. I don't think James Harden gonna average 30, but he do be having some high assist numbers, bruh. Like, and he gonna get a lot of assists off of KD, man. James Harden might average like 12, 13 assists a game this year.
I got a question though. So if they don't win it, y'all think they're gonna blow it up?
No.
Yeah.
I don't think they blow up the core, but I feel like
Kyrie gone.
I feel like
No.
Well,
I guess if his contract is up, they probably won't re-sign him.
At that point, I feel like that's
but
when
his contract ain't up because he got a player option.
I feel like at that point, that's when they gonna be like, all right, I gotta cut these old heads and get some new legs.
That's what I was about to say. Like they might get some.
Gotta take advantage of the rest of KD and James Harden's like prime, the rest of their prime years. So I feel like Blake Griffin is gone after this year, no matter what, whether they win the championship or not. I know LaMarcus Aldridge, they brought him back, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how much of a role he gonna play this year anyway, but I feel like, yeah, that's gone after this year. You gotta find some younger talent to be able to run with these guys. They gotta find some size. That's what they really gotta do. I like the guard, Bruce Brown or whatever his name is. I like him. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think they got to find like some young bigs. I know they hate that they got rid of what's the name that they traded to Cleveland.
Oh yeah.
But
Allen.
Yeah, Jared Allen. Well, it's like, yeah, you got to do it because you can't just waste. You cannot waste these dudes, bro. You got to find a way to get a championship out of it, or the whole experiment was a failure. You got to find a way to squeeze one out of it, bro. You got to find a way.
They ain't getting that shit this year. It's all LA, baby. It's all LA, baby.
If they will see.
That sounds good.
We'll see. We'll talk about that again next week because this is about to start a whole last 1 hour debate on that shit. We got to cut it off right here. Get more next week. Like, share, subscribe. We'll holler at some motherfuckers till next week. Cut that shit off, Sean. Next week, we holler. Bye, motherfuckers. Bye.